Oh, sure. Yo, there we go. Okay, cool. Yo, how's it going? Hello, Solar Loon here. For those who are unaware, I'm an independent game developer and a musician and stuff. And this is a Golang game dev stream. So hello, how's everybody doing today? So the game that we're going to be working on is a game that I'm working on or started on the last stream. It's called Door Jam, and it's basically this game here. And you can see I've been working on it off the stream um, to have just to improve some things. And so yeah, it's definitely looking better. Animations are better. I have ladders you can climb. There's dollar bills you can collect. Just similar to Load Runner. So it's kind of a similar concept. So it's kind of a traditional arcade game, and you can have I have a debug view here where you can go ahead and actually see like, oh yeah, where's the objects, where are the hitboxes and stuff like that. So that's nice. So yeah, this is the game that we're going to be working on. And actually, let me make myself a little bit smaller in the corner. There we go. This is the game that we're going to be working on, and yeah, it's definitely shaping up, definitely looking pretty good. So yeah, that's what we're going to be working on here. How's everybody doing today while I get everything set up? Hope everyone's having a nice Thursday morning or evening, I suppose, depending on where you are. Let me get some music going, and we can get cracking. Also, something else I like, or yeah, that's really nice because I'm compiling the assets statically into the executable. The end result is a tiny executable that's portable. You don't have to zip it up. I mean, like, you don't have to do anything special to like take it to another uh, computer. It's all in this one executable, and it's 7 MB, which is tiny. That's great. So that's fantastic. Always good news to be able to just take stuff and move it somewhere, and you can just run it, and it works just fine. That's cool. That's great. That's great. So yeah, this is what we're going to be working on. So today I'm going to try to implement the core mechanic, which is basically being able to teleport between pre-placed doors using the ability to place your own door, and then also an enemy that kind of follows you around and harasses you. We'll need some sort of GUI readout, like maybe number of lives or maybe number of deaths would be better. I feel like maybe lives are kind of an outdated system, so maybe number of deaths, so you can have some sort of like special do it in one shot kind of mechanic where you have to beat the game in one shot without dying or something like that. Maybe amount of money and the level, something like that, in this maybe top left corner. But yeah, that's the game. Looking pretty good. Oh, okay, yeah, that's normal. Let's see. So yes, hello everyone in chat. How's everyone doing today? Let me get some music going and answer some of these questions. William asks, why did you decide to work on Linux rather than Windows? I prefer Linux. I think that it's kind of like it's a, as strange as it sounds. Well, I was gonna say it's a smoother user experience. I don't know about it being a smoother user experience, but I do think it looks and kind of feels when you're using it feels more futuristic. Like, if you don't like typing things into a terminal, you don't have to do that a lot, but sometimes you will. And for a developer, it's not that big of a deal, and it's nice to have really strong terminal support, whereas like you have a nice variety of terminals to choose, a nice variety of the way they look, and ways to customize your desktop. So it's a very customizable operating system. So that's what I like about it, really. Lottie says the only downfall is that games are not made for it. That's that's a little bit of a reductionist viewpoint. I mean, like, yeah, like if you're talking about AAA games, yes, few AAA games are made for Linux. Not many, some, but not many. But you have if you use Steam, you have Proton, and that covers like 80-70% of the games out there, like a pretty large percentage. Um, of games run on Linux, like pretty flawlessly. Risk of Rain 2 runs fine. What else have I been playing? I think Dynasty Warriors like 8 just started working, which is great. And that's the cool thing about it too, is like, games don't work because it's for Windows, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. And then you come back like, a year later, and the game's working fine. It's like, oh, I can play this now. I mean, it's fantastic. You could say, that's tentative because the support is not official. So that's true. Over time the support could definitely wane, and or the Proton, which is the wine emulation layer with some stuff added on top, that could not handle all of the games. But the fact that you can play games and you can be on Linux and play probably 70-80% of your single player library without issues is kind of sick. And multiplayer games are fine as long as it doesn't have anti-cheat. And even then, like, there's some games that have anti-cheat that work fine. So it's gotten way better. Like, before Proton, before they invested time into it, yeah, like, you would have kind of issues. At this point, it's like, if you want to use Linux and you play games, you're probably fine as long as you don't play like Battlefront or like something that's like it has anti-cheat. Like Overwatch runs on Linux. So I don't know. You gotta investigate it. I would definitely recommend it, especially if you like customizable operating systems and you like kind of clean workflows and you like being able to change things around and have it really be your computer. Linux is great. If you want it to be more secure, Linux gives you the ability to be more secure, and it lower market share means less viruses. You have to kind of know what you're doing more so, and so you have less like questionable things going on with your operating system. And if you play games, as long as you don't play stuff that has like really strict Windows anti-cheat, you're probably going to be able to play it on Linux, which is insane. And ProtonDB is a great resource for seeing if your game runs on Linux. Anyway, let's get some music. Let's see. Yeah, talk about AAA. Yeah, AAA games specifically. Edward Angelus Medina says, why don't you use Godot, or do you like this more? I do like this more. I have to kind of get into Godot. I don't know. I feel like the more code I write of my game, the more I know about it, and the less I'm surprised by things that don't happen the way that I expect them to. Let me get some music. Hold on. This is gonna be dumb loud. All right, never mind. We're good. Let's go with this. Yeah. So yeah, I think someone wrote like they were making a roguelike tile-based engine in like C# or Java, and they were having so much more fun, and it's so much more enjoyable than working with Unity. And I kind of feel the same way about coding in general, and working with like Godot or other engines. It feels like when you work with a framework, if you're familiar with coding, if you feel comfortable with it, it's very straightforward. It feels like there's less stuff that does less things that happen without your kind of knowledge or approval. And that's just by design, because engines are made to have stuff in there. They're made to do things for you and to not tell you about it, because if you have to know everything an engine is doing, then that kind of goes against the point of an engine, right? It's supposed to be kind of like an all batteries included solution for game development, whereas frameworks are like, you got to do it yourself. You draw your sprites, you set up your collisions, you do all this stuff yourself. So when you work with an engine, you have to give up some level of control and knowledge about how your game works, and you are also going to package in code that you may not end up using, may not be relevant, and may actively work against the kind of game you're making. That's just the truth of the matter. I feel like engines are definitely something I would recommend to people who need engines, who need to, make, who need, maybe newer developers. But I feel like if you want to develop games, you should at least try a framework and see if you like it more. And if you like it more, then you're probably going to stick with your project. You're probably going to work faster than if you don't like it and are just using it because that's what everyone else does. So I mean, like, yeah, I personally do like working with frameworks more than engines with Godot or other engines, and we'll see. I would love to kind of keep working with it and get good. Back in the day, people didn't use engines. even now, people use their own engines. Like, you know, Mario Odyssey, I don't think was made in Unreal. I don't believe it was. I know that Capcom has their own engine for their games. That's like MT Framework 3, or Re-engine, is that what it is? Let's see. Shajid says, are you using Raylib or Ebiton? This is Ebiton, which is fine. It's a fine framework for Golang. Definitely recommend it. Edward says, is there a place where we can find your music? I would love to listen to it while working. Thanks. Yeah, I have some music on SoundCloud and on YouTube. So in my channel, there's a playlist called My Songs. I guess I could rename that, but that's basically my music, my songs that I've made. And it goes from being pretty trash to being kind of better. Not every song I've made or put on stream is in that playlist. Very few of them are, but there's still maybe 15, 20 songs. Same thing for SoundCloud. There's maybe 30, 40 songs. But yeah, maybe 30 to 35 songs on there. Somewhere around there. Dave S says, I'm playing SimCity 2000 on a DOS emulator. Yeah, SimCity 2000. Lutris is a good way to get games working. Yeah, there's definitely options to play games on Linux. Like, yeah, you know, it's support for games has increased dramatically. William says, can you make an operating system setup video? Nah. sorry, but no, I don't think that would be. I mean, I could, but I don't think that's really necessary. If you're talking about Linux, download. I'm using Pop OS right now, so I would say just go to Pop OS, download the ISO, and then put it on a flash drive, and then restart your computer, plug it in, and it should boot up, and you can install it if you want to do that. Definitely recommend Pop OS, definitely recommend Linux. Look into it to see if, you know, it aligns with how you use your computer, but I would definitely recommend Linux in general. And it's gotten better over time. I think that's the greatest, like the best thing about working with anything is the feeling of like, okay, this is pretty good, but I run into some problems sometimes or whatever, and then things get better. Where it's like, oh yeah, you know, you're not really experiencing this issue anymore, or things are smoother, things are more compatible. There are other options, you know. Over time, Linux has gotten to the point where it's like you can basically do it on Linux, whatever you want to do. There's something out there for you. It depends on your operating system, your distribution that you chose, but there's generally stuff you can use. Omar says, is the garbage collection routine go routine making game performance worse? No. As far as I can tell, the garbage collection is minimal, although this is a very simple scene that doesn't really do much in terms of where are we at? We're using 18%. So yeah, we're using like all of one core, which is a lot. Well, no, we're using, yeah, maybe like all of one core on, well, yeah, maybe we're using like all of one core on this game, which is fine because it might not be fee synced. Yeah, it might not be like delaying between its frames, but this is okay. This is okay. I don't think that the garbage collection is really causing any issues. It seems to be a rock solid 60 FPS on my side. This stream is 30 FPS though, so that might be why that's why it's gonna look a little choppier or just a little bit rougher. But yeah, in real life it's 60 FPS. All right, so we're good. This is good. I'd like to, if I can, let me see if I can pull up the last screen. I just want to compare the previous the previous sprite, because I'm like, how did it even used to look? I don't even remember. Yo, okay. That's crazy. That's crazy that this is the way that it used to look. I completely forgot. Like, I've been just working on it pretty solidly. Yes, that was the character. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. And now we have this. That's great. Okay. You can definitely see where it came from. You can definitely see the influence, but it's so much better, dude. Okay, so this is good. This is good. We're solid. So what we're gonna do is basically allow you to go ahead and place doors, and then enter doors that I believe are on the same row or column, like this, on the same X or Y position, and that would basically allow you to go ahead and so you'll have to, yeah, that'll allow you to basically teleport between doors and between areas in the same room, and it has to be, the doors have to be visible. We'll say that has to be the case. All right, so let's pull this up real quick. So I have an animation already for her entering a door. It should be fine. We'll pause here for like 1,000 milliseconds. There we go. Maybe not that long. Maybe just like 200. 400. There we go. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a tag. So in Asprite, tags represent basically like animations like this, but they also are just like tags. You can just use them to tag things. So I'm going to make another frame that's the exact same as this one, and we're gonna tag it as being basically something like this, enter end. So well, actually, we might not need to do this. We might not need to do that, because at the end of the ender animation, we can just go ahead and teleport her in. Yeah, that's fine. We're okay. Never mind. I was going to basically make a tag so that we can see like when this frame hits, but we shouldn't have to do that, I don't think. All right, so doors are here. Let's move this a little bit over. There we go. Okay, so we have a new door. We have update. We have draw, we have depth. All right, so I already added a doors slice that will contain basically all of the doors, just because doors are kind of special. So we'll keep them here so that we can easily know like where the doors are. What we will do, let's start with this. Let me hold on. What we will do first is we will place two doors already in a like, you know, vertical or horizontal orientation, and then after that we can make it so that you can place a door. So we'll just do something like this. There we go. And this is LDTK for those who are unfamiliar with it. It's a great tile editor, great level editor. So now that the doors are vertically aligned, we will make it so that they basically link to each other. So maybe something like this, link doors. There we go. Let's kind of clean this up a little bit. There we go. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to let's see. I'm trying to think of exactly when we want to do this. So doors should basically create their links when a door is placed or removed. We don't have to constantly have them updating this information. But is it worth making a message passing machine? That's the question. we could make it so that basically you like pass a message through the objects in the level. And, you know, for example, when you place a door, that gets passed. When you delete a door, that gets passed. That way we don't have to constantly update everything. On the flip side, I mean, this is a relatively simple game. We don't need to make things more complex. You know, you're going to have maybe 5 doors maximum throughout the entire game on a single level, maybe 10. So it's not like it'll be that big of a deal. Yeah, we don't need to make it more complex than it needs to be. We will just do this. You know what? We're not even going to use the doors array here because that would require appending them to the doors array especially. We don't have to do that. We can just keep things simple. Shajid says, did you study game design patterns? Not in school, no. But you know, you hear about message passing, you hear about you know, functional programming, you hear about, you know, object-oriented programming, you hear about this kind of stuff, you know, as you just exist in the game development sphere, just over time. I made a state machine also. Somebody suggested that, I think, last stream, and so I made that so that basically we can easily have like a falling state, and then you easily have, you know, movement state. We can easily have like a creating the door state, going through the door. That kind of stuff can be easily done. And you just switch between the states by using state machine.activate. For those who are unfamiliar with state machines, it's just basically like what is an object doing at the current point in time, and you can switch between them. When you switch, it calls on exit on the previous state, calls on enter on the next state, and then calls update on the current state. So when you switch from like fall to, you know, stand, it calls on exit on fall, on enter on stand, and then on the next frame calls update, and continues doing that continuously. Continuously. That's it. It's a relatively simple state machine. Jacob Field says, hello, I was trying to get in here early, but Opera was having a fit. Looks like you made some good progress so far this stream. Oh, yeah. I haven't done really anything this stream. I just started. This was done, a lot between last stream and this stream was done like yesterday or the day before. Yesterday? Day before? Something like that. Yeah, so what we're going to do here, we're going to loop through all the game objects. We want to know if it's a door. So we'll just do something like this, is door is equal to object dot door, like that. And then we say if blank is door. Okay. So then we say, so this is just getting us basically a list of the doors, or, you know, looping through all the objects to see if it's the door. And if so, what we want to do is add it to our list of linked doors if they're in the same, like, horizontal or vertical. You know what I'm doing. This thing. The horizontal, vertical axis. Okay. So we just say basically if door dot, oh, this is actually, we can't use this because it's the same variable name, other door. Whoops. Okay, so now that we have a list of other doors or linked doors, what we will do is allow you to teleport between them. So we'll just go ahead and go to player.go. We will go to normal. We will say basically, we will put it here, I guess. If check equals player.object.check 00 door, check that valid. Then we just basically say if player or kb.action.down or press down, that's fine. Up. And we're gonna do this too, map.abs well, let's do this. Door is equal to check dot objects by tags door 0 dot data. So what this is resolve. My library specifically, my framework specifically for like collision checking and stuff like that. And so data is basically just an interface we're going to pass into, we're going to fill with the actual reference to this door object. So we just go over here to door.object and we just say data equals door. That way we can basically get the door object itself from the collision object. So we just say if you press up and you're like close enough to it, player.object.x minus door.x. Actually, let's not do this. Door obj. There we go. Is less than 8. Then player.object.x equals door obj.x. And then we're gonna switch state. Player dot state machine dot activate enter. Don't say enter. Okay, so this should kind of get us going here. Yeah. So let's see here. Let me actually just change this to this define. Well, I will. Let's see. Enter new state. Nil. Okay. Play. This is gonna be enter. Okay, so we're gonna play enter, and then we say basically if player.aSprite dot current animation dot or no and finish animation. Wait, is this? Yeah, this is not. Hold on, I updated this. Let me. Oh, oops. There we go. Okay, so let's see if finish animation. So if you finish that with the animation, then we basically get the link door, which we can do this way. We're gonna assume it's valid just because there's no way that this couldn't be valid. So check dot data dot, we want to cast it to a door, and then we just want to say linked door dot linked door 0, and then we just put the player there. Player dot object dot x equals linked dot object dot x y, and then we just activate normal again. Okay, and then we go back over to the door. This should be read bytes. This should also be read bytes up here. There we go, and we should be good. So this should kind of give us the idea that we're going for. It is not. It might be because, did we tag this? We did not. Let's tag this as a door. Yo, it works. Fantastic. This is fantastic. Yeah, we can't go back because oh, whoops. So you saw what happened there. When we slide, whoops. Oh lordy. Okay. When we slide, like that works fine, but when you can move like that, that's no good. That's great. I love it, but yeah, that's unacceptable. We will fix that by doing this. Let's go back to the normal state. Let's just collapse that. When you press up, then we just say player.delta x equals 0, delta y equals 0, so you no longer can move. And that should get us going. Whoops. Actually, let's close that. There we go. Actually, I'm sorry, I just was getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Let me check this out real quick. All right, we back. All right, so this is working out. This is working out pretty well. What we're going to do next is actually fix this up because the doors link, but we want to actually link like so. Now, here's a problem that we are going to run into, and that is basically that we can't do this because door.linkDoors is wait. No, wait. Actually, this should work because this is running on the other door too. Oh, that's why. So this is fine, but we just want to say basically if obj is equal to door, then we skip it. That was it. Okay, I was like, why? It should actually be working. This should actually work now. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so what we're gonna do, let's see if we can fix this up a little bit more even. When we enter the door, we want to set the animation to be play ping pong. That way, basically she'll enter and then exit. She'll like turn in and then turn out. That is not what we want, but that is close. Let's see, we want play forward. If you finish the animation, then we get the link door, we set that your position there, and then we play backward. And then we basically, okay, so we say if, let's do this. Or, no, I guess this way. If player.asprite.currentAnimation.direction is equal to play forward, then you're entering the door. We'll just do it kind of like this. This is a little jank, but that's fine. Otherwise, you're exiting the door. So you play forward. You play enter forward. Why did I do it like this? Now I'm can you play animations backwards? You can. Okay, so that's why it is. Okay, it's a direct analog from Asprite. Okay. So what we're gonna do is basically say play forward, play backward. I think that should work. We'll see. It did not work. It did not work. Let's see. All right, here's what we'll do to make it easier on ourselves. We will we'll just make one animation. We'll just make it simple. Like, there's no reason to make it more complicated than it needs to be. We will simply make this one animation be for everything. So we'll just do this. We're gonna grab this frame, and then that frame, and then this frame. Right, so whoop. Yeah. Cool. So once we hit this frame, we're going to split this up into 2 pieces, like so. And then we're going to make another tag here, which is basically teleport. So we can basically see when we hit this frame, that's when the teleportation should go through. So we're not going to actually see if the animation's finished. We're just going to say basically if touching tag, or wait, here we go, hit tag, teleport. That way we don't have to do anything kind of wonky. And then we just say in here, if player.asprite.finish animation, then we move back to normal. All right, we are almost there. It's, let's see, the tag. Oh, it's because we're playing it backwards. That was the problem. Yeah, I think this should basically work. All right, it does not basically work. Let's see. Enter, you hit the tag, teleport. Isn't this only true once? I thought hit tag only works. Okay, why does it hit twice? Let's see. So the way that hit tag works. Oh, okay. No, wait. It's touching a tag. Turns if the named animation is playing. Has animation. Frame is great. Okay. Okay, I think I know what's going on. Alright, so what we're gonna do... This is fine. I think this definitely does work. Or maybe... Hold on, maybe it's actually a different issue. No, yeah, it definitely is teleporting twice. Let's see. Enter. Play enter. Finish animation. Normal. Let's see. If player.asprite.hit tag teleport. This is correct. Let me see something here. Oh wait, actually, let's do that back. I'm trying to see if there's a problem in my code or a problem in my code. All right, so 14, 14, 14, 14, teleport. 14, 14, 14, 14, teleport. Yeah. Pre-frame is less than. Did I just not do the code that I should have done here? If the name is the tag name, and except that current frame is greater than. Sorry. I think I might have just not done the code I needed to do. This doesn't look right. Yeah, this looks incorrect. Irving Riva says, I can't always see the whole stream, but it's a wholesome thing to look at. Keep it up. Solarloon. Thank you. We'll do. We'll do. That's definitely the plan. Yeah, I think I just didn't... Why did I do this? Reeve current frame? What am I... What? What is this? Okay. Alright, so I think what I'm going to try... Let's try this real quick. So, current frame is greater than or equal to animation start, and it's less than the end. No, this is correct. And the previous frame is less than the start, or it's greater than the end. I guess I could just say this. Let's see if that makes a difference. Nope. Still a bug. Like, this still is, I think, better. We can still probably safely run with this. Yeah, this definitely seems correct. Okay, so what we'll do, because I don't particularly feel like I'm running around trying to figure out why something isn't working, we'll just fix it. We'll just do this. No, so, I mean, this definitely should only happen once. I guess what the problem is, or what's causing it, is basically like this frame, let's say, yeah, it's 50 milliseconds, so it takes like 2 or 3 frames, and then we switch to this frame, and why is previous frame and current frame not the same for more than one frame? That's kind of the takeaway here. Is it because of this? Let's see. I have no idea why I had previous current frame in there. I completely don't understand. Let's see. Okay, that was the problem. I have no idea why I programmed something that's stupid. I just straight up don't understand why I did this. Why did I sabotage my own existence? But past Joey, past Solarloon, past Josiah, this is unacceptable. We'll have to investigate this. All right, well that solves it. Animation's not perfect, but it definitely is working. Her offset is way off, but that's fine. So what we'll do now is we want to be able to actually position the player properly. So that means, let's see, can we set the center? We can. So what we'll do is we'll set the center of the player. Sorry, I kind of leaned in there. We'll set the center of the player to be basically the linked object center. And then we want also to set the bottom to be the linked objects bottom. Now there is no bottom. So well, that's fine. We'll just say y plus h. Yeah. So this should put them on the ground. Better. Definitely better. She's like misaligned at first because we're setting the position incorrectly. We're not trying to do that. We're setting the position incorrectly here. There we go. Yeah, okay. TJK says, yo, came in late. What did I miss? You missed me from the past, sabotaging me from the present. Also known as me from the future, but a little bit in retard. So, en retard, that's like, you know, in the late. I'm not trying to make a joke, a rude joke. But yes, basically I was trying to get this to work correctly where you can go indoors, and it was not working correctly. That's basically it. I see, nothing new then. That is correct, yeah. Past Solar Loon, sabotaging present Solar Loon is very much a current vibe. Irving says it was epic. Solar Loon messed up Solar Loon by writing weird code. That is correct. I had two previous variables. Basically, I have this animation system, and I have like a previous frame and a current frame, so I can tell like when the frame changes. And I had another previous frame. I have no idea why I did this. This doesn't make any sense. So I'm setting the previous frame to the previous current frame, then the previous current frame to the current frame. So it's like there's always 2 frames delay. Like there's a frame delay when switching from like one animation to another, or there's a frame delay when switching from. Like you can't tell. It's just bad. It was stupid. It was a stupid code. A stupid bit of code I wrote. I don't even know why. Okay. I must have left it in when I was testing or something. All right, so this is good. This is good. It's nowhere near as smooth as like Mega Man Zero. that mess is smooth as heck. His door entry animation. I gotta get on that level, but this is fine. This is fine. Now what we will do is animate the door. We have to animate the door actually opening. So here's the door. I'm gonna change this up a little bit, add a little like light here, so we can basically, pardon me, so we can basically know when the door is linked. Let's do something like that. I'm not a huge fan of this door either. I think maybe it's a little ugly, little uggers. Excuse me while I test some stuff out, see if any of these. That's better. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. We'll keep that there. Yeah, okay. We'll keep that there. Okay. So here's the closed door then. We're gonna make another one. We're just gonna make it like do something like this. It's a little too bright, but I think that's definitely, yeah. So this is, we're gonna have linked. We're gonna have another set of animations which is unlinked, where it's just like red. We'll go with maybe this red color, and then we'll have one where it opens. Let's see. TJK, is the current song on SoundCloud? It's got a nice vibe. No, unfortunately, I don't believe it is. This is Doze. Yeah, this is not SoundCloud. Let me put it on SoundCloud real quick. Give me like 7 seconds. All right. There we go. It's got a smidge of elebits. Anyone remember the seminally masterpiece elebits? 2003. You're capturing electronic gremlins with your Wii remote. You were tossing them around like so much bags of potatoes. It was a fantastic time. I loved it. It was a first-person shooter for... It was a puzzle first-person shooter for kids, and like since then they haven't made more, and nothing else like it has come around. It's insane. That like, the Wii was an incredible console because like in amongst experiences, that sounded weird. In amongst like experiences that are just like shovelware and all that stuff, you had like standout, unique titles that just like they were locked to this console. And not in a bad way, but like, you know, the Wii was like, you had that kind of stuff. Like, you don't really... Elebits was such a, like... It was very, what's the word? It was very, it was kind of an elegant game for, like, what the Wii was. We have to actually export this. Also, we have to animate this. But yeah, it was an elegant game. I like the Wii, Elebits a lot. Alright, so we're just gonna, like... We're gonna cheat a little bit and just make so that the doors slide like this. Actually, let's make it slide a little bit slowly at first. I wonder if we could kind of like... You know what? I like that. I like that like 3-dimensional bend. So we're actually going to animate it. How about that? Let's... Okay. And I'm keeping the doors, like, looking kind of trash on purpose. I'll fix them up in a little bit. There we go. Okay. I feel like it's a little high. Yeah, that's a little better. Whoops. Maybe this. I like that actually. I like that open animation. It's not perfect, but it definitely gets the job done. Oops. There we go. Let's see. Irving says, "Yo, your music is so good. It could be standalone. Have you thought of aiming to make a business of it as its own product? I could visualize your music in a few chiptune lo-fi playlists in Spotify, for instance." Yo, thanks. I do have music on Spotify. There's not very much of it there. I have the Gearand soundtrack and Ransom. The song I made like 2 years ago. I haven't really uploaded more because I'm kind of a perfectionist, I guess. I don't like to like upload stuff, you know, if it's not done. Like I want to feel like, oh man, this is like it. So I have to like work on my music. I haven't made music in a while until like 2 days ago. Don Duval said, "Didn't someone recommend that last stream?" Yeah, someone did. And Pazarino says, "Sup Solar, this song hit like I've played some game listening to it back in the days. Nostalgic as heck." Yo, thanks. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, fantastic. I could definitely put more stuff. You put out mini singles a year besides the full album. That's true. So maybe I can at least put out the song I just made. I can put that on Spotify. Not this one, but Believe. That's pretty like I could keep work on it. It's not like perfect. There's a lot I could work on, but at the same time it's like, that's fine. Alright, so this is fine. This is a cool little door. We're gonna make another frame here. This is so that we can, well, let me think here. Well, this is fine. This is a fine door. We're just gonna go with that. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna say door. We want to play unlinked. You know what? No. We're just gonna say length door dot link doors is equal to 0. Play unlinked. Else play linked. And that's largely it. Now, this isn't going to work because we can't play the animation. Also, I didn't color this correctly. There we go. Okay. Also, this isn't going to work because I didn't color this correct. I didn't... Like, basically, we're going to be running this all the time, when we don't really want to run it all the time. We want to run it unless you play like the door opening animation. So what we'll do, we'll make a function, I guess, on the door that plays the animation. Something like that. But how do we... Oh, this is just a state machine, isn't it? I was like trying to figure it out. We just have this is just another state machine. That's what I was gonna say. Define. Bruh. Alright. Okay, that's there. So new state, we got this, so we're gonna make a function. So closed state is just this. We're just gonna call door.stateMachine.update, and then we're just going to basically say like this is the animation we want to play on the closed when closed. But if we do open, then we say door.stateMachine.activate open. And this is just because I don't want to manually touch the door state machine from like player. It feels better to just like have a function so that if we need to do anything or if this changes, it's not open, we can do that here. And then we'll just define open. be a new state. And we're just gonna play the open animation. That's it. And then we just say if door.asprite.finished. And switch the state machine back. Let's see. TJK says perfectionism is an interesting case. I often find that people like the work I do that I like the least. The work I do that I like the least, but the things I find perfect often goes unnoticed. Probably why I adopt a data-oriented approach and just show stuff to get user reactions. Interesting. I hadn't thought about that. You might be right. Rin Maverick says, I'd love to commission you to do some original soundtracks and arrangements of my original existing tracks for some of my games, but I'm too anxious to ask about it. Oh, I would love to. Yeah, please. I like to make music, and I'd like to improve. But like this dude, Bomb Boy, oh my gosh, dude, Bomb Boy is like, he's on another level. I was listening to him, yesterday, and yesterday, and he's so good, dude. Like his chiptune is insane. His like BGM, like I know some people like Vert, you know, like that, or some people like the dude who did the soundtrack for Shovel Knight. You know, great songs, but like Bomb Boy, if I could get a soundtrack to this game from Bomb Boy, I would be ecstatic, dude. His music is just phenomenal. It's phenomenal FM funk. I would love to have some of that. Anyway, we crashed, so let's see why. Because there's no link doors. Oh, because we're not. Yeah, okay. So we have to actually do this. You know what? Let's do a sanity check thing and say, we're just gonna log this out and say, state machine lacks state. Update. There we go. This kind of lets us know, like, if we're doing something stupid like this. It's like, are you sure? Are you really trying to do that? I'm trying to see if there's any way we can, like... No, I don't think there's any way we can kind of identify it. I guess we'll just do something like this. That helps out a little bit. Can we convert it to a string, please? We cannot convert it to a string? Okay. Then we will do this. Nil. Yeah, okay, so this helps out a little bit because we can be like, okay, so map closed, open, so we know, like, it's talking about doors. At least this is a little bit of information. Don Duval says, dang, I would love to have your music in a game I'm working on. Is this something you would seriously consider? Sure, yeah. I would surely like to make music for other people. Boondy, hello. Hi. Yeah, sure, yeah. Now, we're talking about commissions. I don't know if I have the time to do it for free, but if you're willing to, you know, commission me for making music, yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. So if you can, you know, and as for prices and stuff like that, that's something we can discuss, or, you know, it depends on the project, etc., etc. But like, I don't mind at all the concept of, you know, making music for people's games. It's a lot of fun, and that's the only way you get better, is to make music for people, do things. So we're still crashing because I haven't actually solved the problem. Oh, we did the sanity check, and then we didn't actually fix the problem, which is we have to activate the closed state machine. Bruh, take my money. Okay. My email is solarloon@gmail.com. Nothing free. I mean, I would like to do stuff. I don't, of course, like, I don't mind doing stuff for free, or maybe I can put out my songs for free. Maybe I can make it so that, you know, put out a, actually, let's test this out. Maybe I could put out like a pack of songs I've made for people to just like put in their games if they just want something not necessarily. It's not okay. Can you not? I guess maybe. Well, whatever. If people don't really like want something technically. Okay, here we go. So this is correct. So this door is red. This one, these are green, so we're good. Now, the player shouldn't be able to enter a closed door, like an unlinked door. So what we're going to do is set center, set bottom. Door OBJ. Objects by tag. Okay. Unlinked door shouldn't have a teleport tag. That's a way to do it, yeah, actually. That actually would be a better method. Let's just do that. That way we don't have to even think about it. So the door has... We're just going to take out the tag. We're just going to go to door.object.remove tags. Make sure that the door is not there, and then... Or... Okay, let's go for this. Go for this right now, for now. Let's do this down here actually. So add. Okay. Irving says it'd be nice to see the character try to open it, not get anywhere, and close it, and that's it. Yeah. You can't go in it now, which is fine. But yeah, it might be good to make it so that the door basically is always a door, but it's either like working or not. And if it's not, then she'll like turn toward it and then turn back and like maybe shake her head or something like that. Let's see, play it unlinked. Linked. Okay, so this is fine for now. Yeah, let's do this. We'll say that they're always a door. They're always doors, but they're not always open. Then we can go back to the player and we can detect this. So we say up, enter. Okay, so that's fine. So it's all, yeah, that works fine. And then in enter, we actually want to see basically if the door is open, then we play the door opening, the entire enter animation, which is this. But otherwise, we would play a different animation, which would look something like maybe... yeah, so enter fail would be like, and then... Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do that. TJK says, by the way, have you ever listened to Fluid Volt? Really interesting compositions. I believe I have, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Also Tech. Tech also. Oh. Oh yeah, Fluid Bolt. Yeah, I have seen this guy and listened to his music. He's on my likes list on SoundCloud. But yeah, there's so many people I'd love to like have make music for a project. Tech and Bomb Boy are both like, dude, Tech be killing it with his, oh my goodness. Please listen to Tech if you can. Check him out because his music is phenomenal, dude. Okay. So yeah, it would probably be something like this. Let's something like this. Something like that. Trying to get the shrug right, it's a little tough. I think this needs to be higher. Okay, that's definitely a good start. Let's see. TJK says, how's tech spelled? It's spelled like that, yeah. T-E-K. It's plus tech on SoundCloud, but yeah. This man be running the BGM game. If you just like, where is, let me see. Okay, according to his SoundCloud, it says everything published here falls under the CC BY 3.0 license, even if stated otherwise. Nobody needs to ask me for permission. Thank you for using my music anywhere. So with that in mind, I will now play like my favorite tech song, which is, I mean, whew. There's a couple of tech songs. I'll play a couple of them. Because this man is, he's on another level, dude. Okay, so let me turn off my own music first. All right, here we go. I mean, like, that's so sick. That's so sick, dude. Oh my gosh, it's so sick. Please check him out. Please check him out, man. His music is like. I mean, like, it's just like. I would love to make music on his level. I just. Martinson says, I like yours more. I appreciate that. I like his more. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. But in my opinion, this is super loud. Sorry about that. In my opinion, his music is just like, it's way up there. Bomb Boy is phenomenal. I don't think I can play his music without getting copyright striked by Ubictune. But yeah. Whew. Anyway. All right. So yeah, this is pretty good. Let's go with this. All right. So we just say teleport. Okay. We say. So we want to know if the door is good before we even start playing it. You know what? Let's do it like this. We'll just do it like this. If the door is linked, then we do this. Otherwise, we play interfail. So if it's linked, then we're good. Otherwise, play interfail, and then regardless if we... Yeah, okay, we should be good. Okay. So it's working. Cool. Let's go back over to here. We will do like 400 here. Teleport, okay. Alright, so door is linked, we play enter, teleport. So how do we want to do this? We have to time these somehow. I guess we'll just do it like this. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. We'll go to door and we'll just make another state for closing. Is linked. So we'll just do this. Let's go over here. This is gonna be close. Alright, so this should kind of get the job done. Rin Maverick says, by the way, do you accept Discord DMs if I message you about the commission thing, or should I do it over email? Either one. Email or Discord, either one should be fine. Yeah, either one would be fine, I think. Oops. Yeah, I have to somehow sync the animation for these two. I feel like the door maybe needs to be wider to like really show it properly. It doesn't really... Should I put the teleport tag on the door? No, that's probably not necessary. Let's see. So let's just try to sync it up a little bit better. So we open, play speed 1, play... Oh, we don't have to do that. That's not working. Let's just do this. $200. What if we did something like that? So we define how long, like we can create a timer or something that basically waits for us. So play open. Play speed 1. It's already been an hour and a half. Oh my gosh. All right. So we open. And so, yeah, I'm thinking that basically we just detect when we're hitting the wait tag. And then when we know that we're hitting the wait tag, we start a timer. And that could be either on the door or the player. Because I feel like I want to like animate somehow. Like maybe like fade them to black, you know, fade the alpha out. I want to do something like that, and because I don't know yet what I want to do there. So we play an animation. This time, actually, let's just kind of approach it more straightforward. So, okay. Enter, open. There's a couple issues here. One is finished animation is, wait. Wait a second, hold on. I thought for sure that, all this time that this was broken. Let me check something real quick. This is unrelated to anything. Alright, let me make sure I'm... Make sure I saved. Okay. Actually, let's... I don't want to lose anything here. Well, I backed it up on Git. We're good. I want to see something, because part of this might be that the animation isn't working correctly. Let's see. No? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. For some reason, well, not for some reason. I thought that the animation was not working properly, but it looks like it is. Okay. I thought it was like skipping the last frame or something. All right, if we know that it's working correctly, then that makes things a lot simpler. All right, so what we're gonna do here, we're just going to play the animation. Right here, you're gonna teleport and the playback. Okay. The door, we will hold until teleport, at which point we will then play the close animation on that door, and then linked dot open, and then play. Okay. That's what I'm... Okay, now I see what I'm doing wrong. There's two states to this process. The door opens, the door closes, and then the other door opens and the other door closes. So that's what we'll do. We'll say door 1 open. Oops. Right here we'll say door 1 close. Here we'll say door 1 open, or door 2 open rather. And then right here we'll say door 2 close. And this will be 200 frames. So we wait 200 frames for each of these. Teleport, we're just gonna make invisible so we kind of know what's going on. 16, 16. Okay. So door 1. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this should basically be what we're looking for. So now we just say basically if player.aSprite.hit tag door. I guess actually we don't need door 1 and 2 open and close because we're really. No, I guess that's fine. Open. Let me say that open. So you go in, go out. Why don't I just, oh my gosh, I haven't even thought about it. Why don't I just, yeah, why don't I just, oh my gosh, why didn't I do this in the first place? Let's just do that. Then we don't even have to worry about closing the door. Like the door can never be held up, so why not just, yeah, the door, you play open, and when you're done, you just switch back. And then here we just have door 1 open and door 2 open. We don't need the other ones. TJK says, anybody here watch Wintergarten? Wintergarten? Are you talking about the dude who did like the marble, like he did like a marble like organ? It's not an organ. It's like a hand cranked. It's like a hurdy-gurdy, like a massive, a massive hurdy-gurdy. Like he's cranking it, and marbles come and hit chimes, and he's like playing it. Yeah, I've seen him before. That's sick. That is sick. So we have door 1 open, door 2 open. So we really just want to get the link. We don't need close. So maybe we don't even need. This might be good enough. Let's try this. I realize I'm like literally just like going all the way back to the beginning, but it actually should be relatively simple, and I'm making it super complex. The Marble Machine X. I watched nearly all of his updates on the Marble Machine. He had the original one. Looked like something from Dr. Seuss. Door.close, okay. I wonder if it would be good, because it would be nice if I could store stuff in states. So that would mean that basically states would be a struct that you would extend. So instead of making a new state like this, and then providing stuff like so, it would be something more like this. So it would be a pointer, and then you would say like update but then let's see. No, you couldn't do that. I'm trying to see if there's some way I can like make an anonymous struct. Oh. I can't just do this, right? No, about literal. Oh. Okay, so you can do that. That's ugly as heck, though. I mean, I could do something like this. Because what I'd like to do is basically make it so that this state basically has the door like up here. Like it's in an object. So we don't have to constantly check to get the door. But I'm not sure if there's any way to make this work. We can make it so that states are just an interface and they just have to basically have on, enter, update, and exit variables, essentially. TJK says, it's usually best to represent states as collections of functions, maybe with context if you want to use closures. Yeah. So I'm thinking what I might do, pardon me, is make it so that a state is this, but each function has to take a reference to the state, like this. And they also have data, which is a map of strings to interfaces, so that we can store some information on the state. This is naturally going to make everything trash, but this should make it so that we can do something like this. And then we can say state.data door equals this. Then we can come down here and we can just say door equals state.data door dot door. Is that really better? I mean, not really, but not. Excuse me, princess. Yeah, I don't know. This feels unnecessarily complex, but I mean, you might need to do this, right? Like you might have. Or heck, wait, if I can, I wonder if I could just use a close. That's weird. Said my connection dropped. Anyway, yeah, I'm wondering if I could just use a closure for this, because that way I wouldn't have to. Because this feels kind of awkward. Like you have to type state a lot, and then also you got this problem with. Well, I mean, I guess that's the only real difference is needing to type state a lot. But this is already using a closure, like using variables outside of the state machine's definitions. Which means that if we're doing that, then we probably... Oh wait, not this. We probably can just do this. Okay, we're good. I could probably just do something like this, var door. And then just say like, bonk, door is this. And then we just refer to door. So the player's initialization function is the dictionary. That's kind of weird. I'm not sure if it'll work or if we're opening ourselves up to like some insane problems, but we'll see. Okay, well at least this is working. It's turning it green, but it, you know, it is working. So we only want to do this if door dot. Oh, that's right. If door that is linked. Okay, so this should not open the door. That is almost perfect. The timing is not perfect, but it's very close. We probably just want, yeah, something like that. Oh wait, I deleted her, yeah, this frame. Wait. Okay, there we go. This is finicky, but once we get it working, it should be fine. Also, these could probably all be, like, longer. There we go. The only big drawback I can see with using closures to power your state machines is closures baggage at runtime fat pointers. So if it needs to be lean, you probably need explicit data references. So you're saying that, and this makes sense, but basically you're saying that internally the state, because it refers to objects that are outside, it has to point to like the entirety of the player, the entirety of the new player function, that kind of stuff, which is probably fine because it's not lean, but I don't think it should be too much of a problem as long as I mean, you know, our game isn't super big or super heavy on the CPU. It's a relatively simple game, so I think it'll be fine. But yeah, it probably would be better to do this another way. Yo! All right, that's good. We just need to actually like play this before we teleport. Okay. But this is pretty much perfect. And then we'll just like copy this general idea for enemies or other characters that go through doors. Okay. Activate open. We're just gonna do this real quick. There we go. Don Duval says, does Go use a heap reference for the closure capture data, or does it toss it around the stack? I have no idea. That's a good question. Brat, what I do here? So, play open, current frame 0. Yeah, that definitely should be working. Yeah, that's correct. Is it because current frame equals 0? Okay, well that does work. The problem here is that basically if you enter the door before the animation finishes, as you can see, like, it doesn't open, which is bad. So we want to restart the animation whenever you like start to go through it. For some reason, current frame isn't equal to 0. Don Duval says, how long will we be streaming today? Probably till 1. Seems like a good amount of time, 3 hours, yeah. I never implemented a function that does what I'm thinking of. Okay. Don Duval says, sweet, be back in a little bit. All right. Sure thing. So I think what I need to do here, that also is kind of slow. She definitely could turn a little bit faster. Go back to 50. This could be 200 still. So yeah, I think what we need to do, check. Door goes. I think what we need to do here is basically we activate open. Oh yeah, that's the wrong place. Why isn't this working? That was the time, but... let's see. Frame plus plus. Let's see. I'm not certain why this might not be working, but we'll see. That won't tell me anything, never mind. Instead, what we will do is go over here to the door. We'll do it here. Guess we can't go through there. That's still fine. Tin. Enter. Yeah, why isn't this? Okay. Okay. No, why is this? This is an interesting problem, and I'm not sure why it's doing what it feels like it shouldn't be doing. So it's saying it's finished. Why is it saying it's on frame 10? So it's saying it's basically at the end of this animation open. But this isn't. Open start 0. Tin. True. Yeah, for some reason it's like not calling it update. Or something. Let's see. Like this works fine like this. But if I say that frame is 0, then oh, okay. Oof, okay, I figured it out. This is a massive L that I'm holding. Yeah, massive L. Yeah, I made this like years ago, and I would love to rework it because it's kind of jank. Yeah, okay, let's do this. TJK says, I'm guessing setting frames is not relevant to the clip. That is correct. That is exactly the problem. What are you talking about? What's that? That means you're setting clip IDs in terms of absolute timeline then. Yeah, basically like I was setting the frame to be 0, thinking it would be the start of this animation instead of the start of the entire file. So we'll help ourselves out here. Wait, is it 0 based? I don't know. Let me check something. Let me see if this is 0 based or 1 based. Yeah, I don't say whether it's 0 based or 1 based. Let's see. TJK says, this is a question for future projects like Pop 64, but do you think you'd want a team at some point if the project proves complex enough? I don't know. Maybe. I have no idea. It would have to be complex, but I could definitely see the merit of having a team, having more people. So that's the question. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Oh, that's why I was like, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that should kind of give us what we're looking for. Guillaume F says hello to Brazil. Hello. Hi. Mole says thank you for getting me into Go. I love it. Yo, great. It's a simple, easy language. Yeah. Okay. So this should kind of give us what we've been looking for here. Now we can actually fix this. Instead of setting the current frame like this, also let's say this is the current frame for the animation. Note that all animations share this current frame index value. You know what? I kind of wonder if it would be better to just like make it so that the current frame is existent on the animation. It doesn't really make sense for current frame to be here. Kind of feel like that would make more sense. Lucretia says, hi, Solar, I've been here the whole time. Just thought I'd let you know. Thank you. Hi. I think that does make sense. I probably will revamp this and just, not right now, but I will put this on the animation. We'll do that later. But yeah, this should work. So instead of doing this, we can just say current animation.set frame 0. There we go. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now it's fixed. That's good enough. That's good enough for now. We will now work on other things. Yeah, let's just do that. All right, let's see. That looks horrible. That looks horrible. I feel like the BG music right now could legit be the options menu theme for this game with the scrolling timing background. Yo, thanks. Yeah, it kind of does have that feel. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. It's fine. Let's pause on that frame a little bit longer. All right, we're definitely getting there. Does this make sense? He's supposed to be shrugging. I don't think that really makes sense. This is fine. Okay. All right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. So now what we're gonna do, now that we've spent literally like an hour, oh my god, spending like an hour on animations, or doors rather. Like the falling animation definitely could use some work, but this is good. So what we will do is we will implement a camera so that you can scroll, and we will also implement, I think, an enemy. I'll try to get an enemy in there. Let's go ahead and try this first. So we'll make it. Actually, let me duplicate this so I kind of know how. Is this the same size? 384 by 216. 224. Wait, what? $14 cells, 224. 14 cells, 216. Are the cells different sizes? Let's see. 384 by 224. Oh, I guess it just wasn't completed. All right, so we're just gonna stretch this out a little bit, like so. I don't actually want this background stretched like this. Yeah, we'll just go with that. TJK says, what's the level editor called? LDTK. It's kind of small, but it's up there. It's on itch, and it's made by Deep Night Games, who I believe are the people who made Dead Cells. Lucretia says, your games tend to have a very Solar Moon aesthetic, at least to me. Thanks. Do you like it that people are maybe able to identify your games just by art style, or would you rather people be surprised? I think it's good that people can identify it. I think that's fine. I could swear there's a way to copy. Control Alt. Okay. Yeah, I think I like that people can kind of like see me in my work. I think that's fine. Although I think that when I want people to be surprised, I think I'm able to do that. Like I think I can kind of like bend my abilities a little bit. But yeah, I do like that people can like tell. I think it's okay. I think it's a good thing that people can tell. Okay, so now we just need to make it so that you can like move. So this is, oh, okay. So it is possible to do, it's just not very easy. Okay, so we're gonna make a camera. Let's commit this stuff though first. Okay. Let's see. Maybe action that. TJK says, commit message 1 hour trying to fix my door. Yeah, that's pretty accurate actually. Oh, I don't have a remote setup actually. Okay, so next, what we're gonna do is make it so that you can pan around with the camera. So we're gonna make a new file. It's gonna be the camera. Pardon me. All right, so that's kind of it to start with. We're gonna go to the level, and we're just gonna give it basically make it so that every level has its own camera. All right, so we're gonna say camera is a new camera, And that's kind of it. When we go to draw things, we're just gonna translate them by the camera. Normally you would like clip, but we're not gonna do that because our game isn't big enough. Lucretia says, yo, honestly, I think all game devs really resonate with spending 3 hours trying to fix the tiniest thing. Yeah, it's annoying. But this part of that is because I wrote this poorly. I'm gonna rewrite this probably off stream between now and the next stream, so that animations are properly like done. Because basically, rather than having like all this stuff on the file should just basically contain some information like, you know, the image paths, the frame width and height, the individual frames I suppose are fine, and then the animations should contain like the actual frame data, like the actual process of playing the animation. So I just have to go back and like rewrite it a little bit. But yeah, normally we wouldn't draw this entire thing. Let me break out master plan for this. Oh my gosh. Hold on, where are we at? Okay. But yeah, normally when you are doing this kind of a thing, you wouldn't draw like the entire, because you're drawing the entire level, right? So it's like, you know, let's say your window, your game window is something like this, and the guy's here, and there's the level, but then the level extends, you know, like this. You wouldn't want to draw this entire thing. You probably would only want to draw this rectangle normally. But because our game is relatively small, we're not dealing with that many things. We should be okay to just basically draw everything and then just pan the camera around, which means basically translating everything by a negative of the camera's position. And that's what the camera offset is going to do. It's just going to do that pretty simple math to get that to work. So, you know what? Let's actually yeah, let's actually do it like this. We don't have to do that. Yeah. What we're gonna do is just make a function that turns an x and y into the translated x and y. Something like that. That way we don't have to really like do much with the camera. We can just kind of like translate the things we need to translate. Let's see. Background image. That's fine. Negative x, negative y. So we'll say level.camera. XY equals level.camera translate XY. There we go. Something like that should kind of get the job done. This options.translate level.camera translate 0, 0. Draw, okay. Okay, so all right, so we're gonna say point. This is for the debug drawing. Or XY, X2, Y2. X, Y, 2, Y, 2, X. Yeah, I was gonna do this a different way, but this is easier actually. All right, so then we just say for I 0, I is less than length points, I plus plus, and then we just draw the line once, going from points I plus 1, to points I plus 2, and points I plus 3, and then we basically say if I is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So this, we still have to do this. I just wanted to update this because I don't want to. I wanted to update this first. And it seems like everything's working. The lines are still drawing correctly, which is good. Now we can actually fix this by saying we want to just translate these points. So tx, ty, level.camera.translate, x2, ty2, plus 2, plus 3, okay. Alright, so that should do that. We still have to do this for each game object. Let's see. Background should be done, that should be done. Add, remove, okay. Draw shadow. Alright, we're good. I think we're good. I believe we might not be good. I think we need to translate this as well. For 2. We'll see, but I think we have to translate that too. And then finally we just have to change where we draw everything. So, oh wait, no, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do this. Instead, we have to translate this. Okay. Lucretia says, I feel like every time I rewrite code, when I finish, I figure out a better way to rewrite it. Yeah, that's pretty big mood. It's just part of life. Like you're just inevitably going to like actually. You're inevitably going to you know, learn as you do anything, as you improve with anything. You're going to learn how to do things in a better way, basically. Let's see. Actually, we have to do this here. Wait, no. No, wait, that's right, yeah. Okay. Yeah, translate. Alright, so I think that should be everything. Should have built this in from the beginning, but this is fine. So everything seems... Yeah, everything seems good. That could be faster, actually. That shrug is, like, slow as heck. That's annoying. All right, but this at least is working. So now when we go to actually do this, we just set a target. We want our target to be a game object. We want to be able to update it. And so we just say, whoops, camera.x plus equal, well, if camera.target is not equal to nil, then we say camera.x plus equal camera.target. Oh, we don't actually have a position. Okay, so we're gonna go to types, and we're gonna give position, all right, we'll go with something like this. So the target isn't a game object, but rather a positionable. And then we say basically if the camera target is not equal to nil, then we get the position. May I please? Oh, it's a pointer to that. Position, and then we just say position x, y. X, Y. Okay. Minus camera.x times softness. Alright, so that should generally get us what we're looking for. Yeah, TJK, that shrug timing, it's slow, dude. Like, it's... Go. It's just like if you can't go in, let's have her wait around here for a little bit, and then this could be like each of the frames could be half the time. Yeah, something more like that. Now this should generally work. We just have to go to player, and we just have to implement something that basically allows it to give a position. So we could say player position. And we just return player.center. That's pretty good, I think. We go back to camera. This should be working. Translate should be working. Then we just go to level. We update the camera, and actually in load. Where do I actually play? Okay, we put it here. There we go. And actually, well, that should be fine. Let's see if this actually works. How about that for something cool? It's completely not working, but it's sick. So ladders haven't been added in, and yeah, there's a lot of problems here. Yeah, there's a lot of problems here. So XY translate. That's probably why, actually. Let's not translate the background. Looks like an abstract music video. Kind of does, yeah. So the ladders need to do it too. And then also, this is like wholly incorrect. So I think what we need to do is, what if we added the camera's position? That's weird. Oh. No. Yeah, that's weird. Why is it not working? Let's see. Translate. Let's see. So we're translating the X and Y. Let's try something. Let's say we don't do anything here. Alright, that's definitely correct. Minus equal camera X, minus equal camera Y. Alright, everything's fine. Now what if we say camera.y plus equals 0.1? Let's just say. Alright. Yeah. Okay. That's right. And then if we were to move the X as well. Now it's panning, yeah, down right. Okay. So it must just be this code. So camera.x plus equal x minus camera. Oh, that's why. Yo, let's go. Obviously, this is not centered, but this is correct. So now we just need to center it, which means, let's see. So the camera position is right, so we just want to do this. So minus camera dot, we have to actually level. Camera dot level dot game dot width divided by 2. Screen height. Yeah, Jacob, you were correct. Camera update camera.y plus equal y minus camera.x. Yeah, that was the issue. You are a better solar loon than solar loon. We can't do this here. We have to say level.camera equals new camera. Oh, okay. Yo, let's go. Well, this is rather sick. Does that make him sun moon? That makes him solar loon. Ah, stop it, you. All right, so this is sick. This is working, dude. This is actually sick. Now what we're gonna do is restrict it to the bounds of the level and LDTK. So you can't go beyond this. So we will go to... Actually, before we do that, let's make it so that it restricts... There's walls so that you can't go to the left or right or up too far. So that you can't like fall off the level by mistake. To do that, we're just going to go to load grid. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna say... you know what, let's just do this the easiest way. We'll just say... I'm just thinking. I'm just literally thinking. For y is equal to 0, y is less than... Yeah, okay. Y is equal to 0, or I guess negative 1. Y is less... You know what? TJK says, you could probably have a state machine for the camera, that way the logic for moving versus stationary is dead simple. Well, I mean, they're pretty much, moving is, stationary is, oh, I see what you mean. Well, but, you know, well, I could do that, but I feel like restricting it through this method is pretty easy. It shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be hard. But what I want to do now is basically make like a wall of bricks, which isn't hard. It's just a matter of thinking about it. So y is -1, y is less than level of height. Is this height in pixels? I think it is, right? Width and height in pixels, yeah. So all right. All right, so we're just gonna do something like this. All right, and then we just say if x is equal to -1, or if x is greater than 0 and x is less than level.width. Let's just do it like this. Don Duval says, what about camera calling a camera update function which is assignable by anything else in the game? Like the player states, when activated, can set the camera update function to their own. Yo, that's actually pretty sick. That's a good idea. That way we don't have to have an additional function and type and stuff. We just grab the camera, set the target. We can just set the target. Well, yeah, this is stupid. Why did I do this the stupid way? We don't need to do this. We can just go to... really just update. Like any state can do this. We'll just say player.camera target x. Why did I do this any other way? It's so much better. Just set it directly, dude. Or actually we could just say like set target. That way we're not like manually setting, like grabbing any kind of that way we're not manually like setting variables and stuff. This is just a far simpler approach to things. Easy. If x is greater than 0, you know what? If x is equal to -1, then x, or x is equal to +1. Oh, it is. There we go. All right. It didn't work. What have I done wrong? -1, -1. Okay. Okay, let's see. Alright, so it is doing stuff. -1, -1. If y is equal to -1 or y is equal to height +1. I guess it would be height. X is equal to -1 or x is equal to width. All right, well, there's one down there. What? Oh, okay. This should be or. There we go. All right, not there we go. Why can't I move through this? Like that's correct. You definitely, yeah. Why can't I just phase right through them? I have a theory. Why can you phase through it? X times 16, Y times 16, 16, 16. Solid. Oh, it's because it's outside of the space. That's why. So the space should be this plus 32. Plus 32. Okay. Oh, that's a problem I hadn't considered. Let me think about this a little bit more. Okay. I mean, I guess the alternative would be like to just box it in. Like we could just do this. And then just don't show the outer border. But if I forget, I'm screwed. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. TME5 says, are you learning Go with this, or have you used it before for games? Don Duval says he has master plan in Go, so I assume he knows it fairly well. Yeah. Yeah, I've been using Go for a couple of years now. Well, a few years now. And I like it. And so I'm not really learning Go with this, but some of the technologies, the frameworks and stuff I've made in the past, and so some of the code is of varying quality. Don says, are you going to lock the camera from panning into space outside the level bounds? Yeah. I'm just thinking about if I should manually create walls in each level or not. The upside of not doing it, obviously, is that it's easier conceptually. The downside of doing it by ourselves is that, or the upside of doing it by ourselves is that we can do things like, you know, play something on the bottom layer, on the bottom row. Like if we want to have a death zone, we can put it down here. But I mean, you could always just extend it a little bit further. So that's fine. So I guess we'll just manually create walls, or not manually, automatically create walls. Which means in order to do that, we need to offset the position of everything by a cell, so that it's not here but here, because our space is a little bit bigger. I don't know if I really like that idea. It feels like we're opening ourselves up to forgetting things. Okay. Why don't we just create a boundary on the outer edge of the existing level manually, so you can't walk past this point. That seems like it's... No. Because we want every level to be... You want to be able to walk to the edge. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm still thinking about how I want to do this, because basically the way that Resolve works, the collision checking and resolution system that I made, is essentially you define a space and then you can fill the cells within that space with objects. So this is our space. We can't put something outside of that space. We can't put something like out here because that space doesn't exist. Like, you know, the space is just this one grid, this one area. So we can make it so that the space extends a little bit further, but then we have to change the positions of all of the objects in the space, because the outer 16 pixels on the left and top don't exist, essentially, or it's offset, right? Like this is 0, but in the space it'd be 16, 16. I don't want to have to do that. That feels like a lot of work, and it's easy to forget when we're like positioning new objects. So rather than that, I'd like a more simple approach, which I guess we could just make it so that the player just can't walk left past this point, can't walk right past this point, but then we have to do the same thing for enemies. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, because I want to do this as simple as possible. We're just gonna make it so that the outer edge is filled in. We're just gonna make it so that the outer edge is filled in. She's stuck now, as is to be expected. Yeah, she's stuck in there, but which is fine because we actually need to fix that. We'll put the player there, and then we'll go here and we'll say else player. Actually, we can add the player. What is this? An int, okay. Okay. So you can't walk out there. Okay, now what we'll do is lock the camera so that it can't move beyond the bounds. And to do that, we will say if X, Lottie says I gotta go, got an interview to run to, good luck. Yo, thanks. Thanks for stopping by, really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the flip side. So we just say basically if X is less than... Yeah, if X is less than 0, then X is equal to 0. No, wait, actually, we'll put it here. If camera.x is less than plus this. Or I guess if camera x is less than this, then x equals. Camera dot eyes have width. All right, so I think this should kind of get what we're looking for across. Yo, let's go. Man, I never switched the song, dude. I completely forgot. It's been like 3 hours and I've been just like chilling with this song. This works. This works really well. It could be a little softer camera, but that's basically correct. TJK says, I mean, that just means the song works lasted us three whole hours. I suppose, yeah, that's true. This is a good start. This is a really good start. Now we just need the ability to actually place this stuff, but this is good. Don Duval says, I've been meaning to ask, what made you switch away from BDX and venture into Go? That's a good question. BDX was really good, really fun, but the thing about it is that it was a little finicky, especially going back to it later. You know, now it's like the tooling is so bad. Like, well, not the tooling is so bad necessarily, but rather BDX in its current state is like, it's really hard to kind of build and to kind of like get up and running with it. I like Go's just kind of like pick it up and build, and you can just do stuff with it immediately. Feel it's very tactile. It's very easy. You just, you know, import the you know, framework you're looking for, and then, you know, you run the code that they say to like go ahead and like build your, you know, start your game or whatever. Like you know, this, whereas Ebiton, in this case, Ebiton run game, you provided a struct that fulfills a game interface and you're up and running. It's very quick and easy. I like that. I like the simplicity of Go, and the simplicity of being able to get into it. Whereas BDX was like, it was relatively complicated. It was like you had to get Java, you had to get you know, well, you had to get the JDK, you had to get Blender, you had to get the add-on, you had to like create your project, you had to run your project, you had to then go. It was just like, it was complicated. It felt kind of overly complicated. Don Duval says the idea of using Blender as the editor just seems so cool to me. Yeah, it is. It was. If there was like a BDX but for Go, I think that'd be a great tool. Like if there was something out there that kind of targeted, 3D but for like Windows, Mac, Linux, web, mobile, and was written in Go, and you had Blender as a editor, that'd be like a sick, killer little tool for 3D games. I'd love to investigate something like that. So this was a good stream. I'm going to... Don Duval says, how was the process of deploying Girin, which used BDX? It wasn't so bad. I think if I made Girin again, it would be a lot of fun to make, and I'd be a lot more effective, and okay. I'm just like, what is this blank space? There it goes. I think I'd be a lot more effective, and it'd be a lot more fun, and I wouldn't have as many issues with it. Like, I don't think I had too many issues using BDX specifically. Although, well, it was kind of complicated. It could be kind of streamlined. And Girin did not perform nearly as well as it really should have, considering it's basically just a 2D game. So yeah, like, I think the process of deploying Girin wasn't too bad. The process of deploying was easy, but the process of development was kind of a little not finicky, but just kind of like awkward. It felt kind of awkward. I feel like if I was to do it again, like BDX, I might just straight up like make it so that there is no, I don't even know. Like I don't even know if I would do BDX like that. I might just be like, give me something that allows me to import 3D into my application. Give me something that allows me to render 3D and just go with that. Maybe some physics. Like I would love to try making a 3D game just using code. I feel like no one does it, but I'd like to try and see how far I get. Girin was 2D though, so it wasn't even 3D. In any case, I do have some water, hold on. I wonder... I'm looking for something, hold on. This is what I'm looking for. I wonder if I can make a song. This is my song. You've heard it before in streams and stuff. And I feel like this would be... This is a banger. This is a banger. This is a banger, and I think I would like to make something like this for the next stream, I guess. Because I could keep going, but there's no reason to run myself out, run myself ragged. I'll see if I can maybe stream again, maybe like either Monday or possibly Saturday or Sunday. Tomorrow, maybe, but yeah, probably like Saturday, Sunday. I'll see if I can get another stream in there, keep working on it, and maybe you can make a song for the game. I already started on a couple songs, but neither of them are particularly good, and one song turned into Believe. Like, it just didn't really... It wasn't really like a game song, it was just like an electronic bop. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been real. Thank you very much for stopping by and for supporting my stream. I really do appreciate it. As usual, if you do wish to continue to support it, please feel free to purchase Master Plan on Steam or Itch, and give it as a gift if you already have it. Otherwise, it's a great tool for planning projects, the games, keeping your track of your to-do list, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've been Solar Loon this entire time, as far as I know. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time. All right, see ya.